welcome back to Fragments of a Simple Life, where every video I make is super simple. Today is going to be a little bit of a show and tell of an art project that I already made. It's a little craft project, but I wanted to share it with you because it just turned out so cute. So I'm going to hold the box up like this so you can see. This is a tree house that I made from Michaels. It has all kinds of like little Halloween details to it. It says makes one, of course. This was $9.99 US, but it was like 40% off, so I had to get it. But you can see all the little intricate details. It's black and different shades of like purple. Has all different kinds of little creatures and characters. I honestly bought this because I was able to get it for 40% off. I bought it for the purpose of putting it together in an ASMR video with you guys. I think the instructions said it was supposed to take 45 minutes, but it did not take 45 minutes. No joke, it took like an hour and 20 minutes. I didn't record it because I ended up doing it with my kids, and they completely lost interest. It did not take very long for them to lose interest, which was sad. But I just wanted to show you the box, all the intricate details. It's made out of a foam, like a squishy foam type material. And all of these pieces that you see here, they came on little flat panels that you have to pop the pieces out of. So every little ghost and star and the trees, all of this, every single thing you see, every little hole for the windows, it all had to be popped out. And then it has little slots that are cut into the foam so that each piece pops into each other. And it was a gigantic project for what turned out to be something really cute. But let me show you the directions. Now, I don't know about anybody else, but I don't do very well with directions. And these were horrible because it's just pictures, okay? Let me kind of pan down for you guys a little bit. Okay, so we have this Creatology, which is the brand 3D structure. This one is, like I said, the treehouse has a little image up here in black and white. The fact that the directions were in black and white was also not helpful for someone like me. As you can see up close, each one is numbered. So all up here is your A section, A1, A2, and so on. These are all the major components, and that's what I had to put together first. You can see here all these little white like lines. Those are like the little sections, little slats that you had to pop out. And every single one of those goes together. It's insane. It's absolute insanity. Hold on, you guys, 1 second. Getting another phone call. I'm putting my phone on mute. Sorry if you heard that. But yeah, and over here, this is the base, and you can see there's more slats. And then this is the part where the house goes on. I had to turn it into like a cylinder. If I open it, look you guys, I mean, really get a good look. Look at all of the tiny pieces. We have the slats for the house. We have the part that the house goes on, and then this part goes on the base. This goes in between was just a little white piece of foam until you applied the sticker. These are the flowers that actually turned into eyeball flowers. We have like a ladder and a railing, black bushes. Then we have all of the like little decorative pieces down here for the roof, the outside edge of the door, the outside edges of the window. This one was the actual door, and this was the A section, the B section, the C section. The stickers over here was the D section. Then we have more D down here because it showed you what went with what to create the little characters. Then we have more D continued because it showed you what to do with the witches. Then that's just all the supplies, right? So then you turn it over for the instructions on how to assemble it. No words, just the letters. Ta-da! So, let me pan back up a little bit, you guys. Here we go. Okay. So, on the top, we have assembling the background trees first. Let me fold it like this. It's very big instructions. And you had to put this part in the slot of both of them. You had to add the stars and the glittery bats. And then over here I had to put these slots into the back of the house to make sure that they were facing the right way. The next step was to add the roof here and here, as well as the smaller side paneling, so that the whole structure, so this is the back, and then this is going to become the front. In step 6, I had to take the front of the house, pop out every single little window pane, and then take this and put it onto this. But remember, right here all along the edges are just little tiny slits that I had to punch out, and then these are like little tabs, and those little tiny slits had to go into these little tiny tabs without making the whole thing fall apart. It was very difficult. I'm actually glad I didn't make this a video. You guys would have heard me cussing, and I probably would have quit. And it probably would have to been like a 3-part video also. Then I thought that was the end, but it's not. Step 7 over here, we're adding the front decorative piece to the roof. This piece is purple. We added the door. We added this flat purple panel and some decorative black edging to go on the sides. Okay, now you see the stripe thing that has to get turned into a cylinder. We added that and one more piece of tree. Then you really just start assembling everything on 8. You had to add the railing here, the black part of the window, the little top decorative glittery part of the window, the edging for this window and this door over here, and like I said, the railing. Add a little spider down here, and then you finally get to number 9 and 10, and you're almost done. 9 and 10 is really just adding everything else. It's all the finishing touches. Then you have to try to get this completed thing down with these little tiny slats into this. It was crazy. And then number 10 is the finished product. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna show you guys how it looks. I might have to adjust my camera angle again because it's kind of tall. Hold on, I'm gonna the little ladder pops out sometimes. Okay, let me pan up, you guys, so you can get a nice look. Ta-da, there it is. Isn't it cute? Okay, I'll start with the top. There's my bed in the background. Okay, but here is the little witch. should push it back a little bit for you guys. And then you can see the trees with the stars and the glittery bats. That was step one. If it looks crooked, you guys, it's supposed to. It's a crooked old ghosty house, right? Then this is the other tree. And if I turn it around very carefully, you can see where the slats are and what I had to do. These are slats here. You can see more purple ones back there. The orange ones right here. It's very intricate. Lots of moving parts without any moving parts, but you know what I mean. Okay, let me turn it so you can get like a really, see, it's 3D. It really is 3D. Okay, there we go. So, we have the window here, and this yellow part had to be put on first. So you put the house together, then you add the little yellow part, which was just a sticky foam yellow triangle, same with down here, and then you put the purple roof on, and then you put the black part on, and then you add the little top here, and then it looks kind of like a window. We added the star on the door. That was just our little touch. It's not actually supposed to be like that according to the box. We have a black cat, of course, sitting on the railing, and this is like a little landing area to the door. We have our little bat here. Then as you come down, here's the part that was flat, and I'm gonna pan down for you guys. There we go. Here's the part that was flat, and I had to turn it into a cylinder and put the slats in the back. And mine did not want to make like a circular shape at all. It kind of wanted to be flat like a sandwich, and so it took a little bit of effort. But then we added the pinkish, like magenta little circle. We have a ladder going up. Yes, it's crooked. It's supposed to be crooked, with a little friendly neighborhood spider. I don't know if you can see, but right there, it's wearing a purple top hat, which is pretty funny. And then over here, we have a little sister witch. She's dancing in the grass, and she has on purple instead, and this one has on orange. She has her umbrella, having a good time, and then right behind her, it's kind of hard to see, but right behind her over here, and right behind the spider over here, are the flowers. You can kind of see it here, right there. They're eyeball flowers, which I thought was very funny. Now, what was missing on mine is right here next to her, like right there. There's actually supposed to be, I'm going to pan down a little more for you guys, a third little like slat, like a little cut, and a third eyeball flower is actually supposed to go there, and I didn't have the third eyeball little cut out, but I had the third eyeball. I didn't have the place to put it, like the little slat cut out. I hear a jet. Hold on, guys. Okay, I'm sorry, you guys. If you are new to my channel, I live next to an Air Force base, and every night we get at least a couple flyovers, you know, like exactly when I'm making a video, so that's fun. Anyways, where was I? Yes, so I didn't have a place to put the flower, and putting all these last little touches was the last thing to do, and at that point it was past time for me to make dinner, and I was very annoyed, and my kids already gave up on me. So that last little flower that's supposed to be right there, the eyeball flower, I threw it away. So don't tell anybody, I gave up. But yeah, there's supposed to be one more flower right there. But such is life, right? Now back here, you can see this is the last little, like sticking out tree branch that I was talking about. It really helps give the effect that the house is in a tree. And there's another little top hat spider back here, but it's purple. Its body is purple and its top hat is red. From this angle, it's It's so pretty. There's another bush right there. You guys can see that. Um, it, it, it was really well thought out, this little project. They made sure to cover all angles. The witch, the ghost, they really look like they're popping out. The tree, making sure we have another piece down here was a really good, like, touch, you know what I mean? It just really turned out adorable. I'm sorry I didn't make a video of putting this together, you guys. But I do have a couple more little Halloween activities that will not take almost an hour and a half of my life. But I still wanted to share with you guys because buying this for an ASMR video, like an ASMR video was the purpose of it. So I still wanted to share it with you guys, like in some way, you know what I mean? It was supposed to be for you, you know. This is my favorite part. I don't know why. See the little polka dots on the rail? Isn't that cute? I think the touches of glitter is really my favorite part. But anyways, you guys, this is just gonna be a short little video. Let's pan down and then we'll pan up. We have our little grass, our little ladder, our spider, our purple witch dancing. We have our green eyeball, our other spider. We have our cat and our door, a little bat. I think this is another really favorite moment for me. It looks like the witch is flying home or like flying over, which I thought was adorable. The really worried ghost. I love how they made the ghost look worried and not scared. I thought that was very smart for like a kid craft. We have the crooked roof, the shiny glittery crooked roof, and then the bats and the tree. And that's pretty much it. I hope you guys like my arts and craft project, even though I didn't do it with you. I hope you're still able to enjoy this video and enjoy me taking the time to share it with you. This looks like it's coming off a little bit. This is the most delicate thing I've ever made. It really is just a light, squishy foam. Everything you see is foam. So it weighs like a quarter of an ounce, you know what I mean? It's very tiny. But I had a lot of fun making it, at least in the beginning. By the end I was frustrated. But like I said, I still wanted to show you guys. If you like this video and you want to see more from me, please like, comment, and subscribe. I have a few more Halloween related videos coming your way. And I will see you guys next time, okay? Thanks for watching. Bye.